Forward it.
You're listening to God in the Raw Ministries live on Super Jams Radio 103.7 FM. Are you or a loved one having immigration issues? Call S.J. McLean Law and schedule your consultation. Their number is 289-501-5942. Again, that number is 289-501-5942. They will effectively handle all of your immigration needs. Give them a call today at 289-501-5942. Operating in the United States and Canada. If your child is in need of tutoring, test preparation, assistance with school assignments and projects, Blooming Minds is here for you. Call them today at 561-412-5104 and schedule your session. Again, that number is 561-412-5104. You are guaranteed to see improvement in your child's education. You can also visit bloomingminds.net. Are you tired of those back and shoulder aches? Then visit Cutting Edge Physical Therapy and Wellness today. Their goal is to transform you not only physically but emotionally and to empower you so that you can return to your normal activities that are most important to you. Give them a call at 561-619-8954. Again, that number is 561-619-8954.
Have you heard of Heaven's Jerk?
Yes, man. Did you know that Heaven have one jerk out and catch up right side of the wall just for me? I tell you what they have.
Jerk mac and cheese, jerk chicken, jerk burgers, and let's not forget jerk lamb chops. 561-541-0457. 561-541-0457. Place your delivery order now.
Yes, man. All the angel a jerk them wings. Heaven's Jerk.
Are you or a loved one having issues with immigration? Call S.J. McLean Law. At S.J. McLean Law, the principal attorney has successfully handled many court matters which resulted in asylum, protection under the Convention Against Torture, withholding of removal, and cancellation of removal for clients. Give them a call at 289-501-5942. Again, that number is 289-501-5942. S.J. McLean Law, resolving matters effectively.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Radio Land, and welcome to your time with God in the Raw Ministries. It is that time of the morning to power up your week. I am your host, Prophetess Dr. Shamin Gilpert, co-host in studio with me this morning, Minister Cass.
Good morning.
And we're ready to power you up. Job Protect I by the Soul Savers.
That's right. Please don't stop me now.
Yours truly, Minister Katz and Prophet Peter Pierce.
Please don't block me now. Job Protect I on the way to excellency. Job Protect I on the way to prosperity.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Radio Land. Good morning, Facebook family. Good morning, YouTube. Wherever you're tuning in from this morning, Jah protect you.
Help me, oh Jah, to soar higher and higher. Jah protect I as I move forward in life. Help me, oh Jah, to soar higher and higher. Jah, protect me on this journey.
Anybody desire to be protected?
So saving for you. We are out.
I hope that you're sharing the love of the Lord with your neighbors and your friends out there. Come on now.
If you see
Testify of His goodness.
right, please don't stop me now. If you
Stop roadblocking on my way.
You see me trying to soar higher. Don't throw the rope and just after me. Jah protect I
As I
move forward. Help me, oh Jah, to soar higher and higher. Jah protect I as I move forward.
This is the Soul Savers, Jah Protect Higher.
And higher. Protect me on this journey.
We all have a journey and we all need the protection of the Lord. Don't you ever forget that.
We are out here just so saving for you. So God protect me on this journey.
All right.
So saving.
I hope you're enjoying this as much as we are in studio this morning.
We are out here just so saving for you. So God protect me on this journey, because we're out here just so saving for you. We are out here just so saving for you. So God protect me.
Come on and pray that prayer this morning. Pray that prayer. Protect me on my journey, Lord.
Because we're out here
You don't want to say anything because you're singing, Cat.
so saving. We are out here just so saving.
Saving for you. All right. Jah protect I. So you know how we like to do it. You know, we like to start up with a word of prayer and just invite the Lord in whatever we're doing. All right. That's what the song just says by the Soul Savers. Jah protect I. Through this journey that we take day after day. Let us pray right now. Righteous God and our Heavenly Father, in Yeshua's name, we come before you, giving you all the glory, the honor, and the praise. And we decree it and declare it this morning that there is none like you. We thank you for our spirit lives, Lord. We thank you for health. We thank you for strength. And I pray on this morning that you're granting to us the very desires of our heart, according as your word have declared it, that you will do that for those, oh God, that have been faithful to you. You will do for us exceedingly abundantly above all that we are able to ask or think, and we're just excited for your blessings in our lives on today. May you continue to favor us and lift up your countenance to shine upon us and cause your face, oh God, to just rest upon us with that glory and cause our face to be illuminated, because truly our God is with us. So I praise you this morning, and we pray for those that are not well in body. We pray for their healing. We pray for restoration. I pray for those this morning that are discombobulated. Oh God, I pray for that you will restore their minds. I pray in Yeshua's name on today that you'll give your people what it takes, the strength, the tenacity to push beyond the struggles of this life. I pray in this morning, oh righteous God, that you will bless this country that we're living in. And wherever your people are tuning in from, may you just bless their country and bless the leaders of the different countries, oh God, so that your people will live a peaceful life. We trust you. We pray on this morning, oh thou gracious God, that you will bless our servicemen and women. I pray, oh God, those that watch over us while we sleep, those that are endangering their very lives to keep our country safe. I pray on this morning that you'll find your people, oh God, and that you will bless them tremendously. Hide them from the wicked plan and the force of the enemy. I pray in Yeshua's name that you'll lift up a mighty standard and thunder upon the enemy. We thank you and we praise you for all that you have done for us. We thank you and we praise you for all that you have provided for us. In Yeshua's name, we lift up your holy name. We lift up your holy name on today, oh God. We lift up your holy name. We thank you. We thank you and we praise you now. Come on, Radio Land. Come on, Facebook family. Come on, YouTube family. Give the Lord thanks and give the Lord praise. Hallelujah.
BS and drum and king, man. Wow.
Anybody know that the Lord is more than enough, more than enough, more than enough? And I'm you out there, know that you are chosen on this morning and you are not here by chance. A scripture reading, I want to take a psalm. You know how we like to do it, power up with a psalm. And I just want to read just a couple of verses for you from Psalm 17. Psalm 17, and this is what it says. Hear me, Lord, my shield. Sorry. Psalm 17. Hear me, Lord. My plea is just. Listen to my cry. Hear my prayer. It does not rise from deceitful lips. Let my vindication come from you. May your eyes see what is right. Though you probed my heart, though you examine me at night and test me, you will find that I have planned no evil. My mouth has not transgressed. Though people tried to bribe me, I have kept myself from the way of the violence. Though through what your lips have commanded. I'm going to stop at the verse 5. My steps have held to your path. My feet have not a stumble. Somebody shout, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Hear my plea. Hear me, Lord, for my plea is just. Can God hear your plea today? Can he testify of you that your plea is just? Can God testify that your lips are not deceitful? Somebody said, Lord, 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 help me, help me. Can he count on you? Can you honestly say that you know for a fact you're not plotting evil? And let me tell you all something out there. You might not be plotting evil against anyone, but I want you to understand this, that right now, even as we speak, there are people that are plotting evil towards you for no reason whatsoever. You have done no wrong, yet for some unforeseen reason, people just seems not to like people for no reason. Understand that you don't have to do anyone any wrong for them to feel as though you are detestable. So hear me when I tell you on today that if you pray and you order your prayers aright, God will answer. And when you pray, you should not go before the Lord requesting evil of him. Let your heart be pure. Good morning for those of you that are just joining us. You are live with God in the Raw Ministries, and it is that time of the morning to what? To power up your week. Don't change the dial, don't lag out. For those of you that have families out of country, tell them to tap into God in the Raw Ministries on Facebook or YouTube. Come on, and share the love, share the love. All right. I am your host, Prophetess Dr. Shaman Gilpert, co-host in studio this morning. Minister Cass, come on, and feel the vibe and power up your week. I love it.
Of the midnight, have I all hid my face when the storm holds above me and there's no hiding place. Mid the crash of the thunder.
Good morning, Maveen. Welcome. And as you tap in, like to love to share.
Till the storm passes by.
And don't forget to just type underneath your name there. What country you're tapping in from on this morning. That is important to us, so do that.
Need to try.
And invite all your friends and neighbors to get in this house already.
End of sorrow. There's no hope by and by. But I know
God is with me.
He's with me. And tomorrow I will rise where the sun,
hallelujah,
never sets in the sky. Till the
Listen. For those of you that are going through, understand that tomorrow you'll rise. All right.
some more. Till the clouds go forever. From the sky. Let me stand.
I just love it. Come on, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and invite your friends to get on in this house. Come on and power up your week. You are live with God in the Raw Ministries.
Bass and drum and thing, man. What with it?
When the long night is ended and the storm comes no more,
may I rest
in your presence.
What you got to say about that, Minister Cass?
I'm resting.
And show may the crash of the thunder, precious Lord, hear my cry, keep me safe till the storm passes by.
Trust me when I tell you that the storm will pass.
Till the storm passes over.
Whatever struggle you face, and today I promise you, trouble don't last always.
Goes forever. From the sky. Let me stand in the hollow of your hand. Keep me safe till the storm passes by. Till the storm passes over.
Welcome, Rosemary. Don't forget to put your country, write your country, be proud of your country this morning. Come on.
Till the cloud rolls forever from the sky.
Hold me back.
Let me stand in the hollow of your hand.
Keep me safe
till the storm passes.
Don't forget forget to like, to love, to share. Come on and invite everybody to get in this house.
Be safe
Till the storm passes by. I needed to keep me safe. Hey. Okay, London is in the house.
till the storm
Passes by. Needed to keep me safe.
keep me safe.
Keep me safe. Keep me safe. Keep me safe.
Keep me safe.
Don't let me go.
Keep me safe.
Keep me safe.
Keep me safe.
Don't let me go,
Keep me
Jesus.
safe.
Come on and tell the Lord, don't let me go. Don't let you go. Come on. Don't let me take him back. Hold on to him with every fiber of your being. Hallelujah. Now that's what I'm talking about, Lord. Keep me safe. Keep me safe. The storm is passing over. But keep me safe. All right. So we've promised that we were going to be delving into a new topic. And the new topic for us on today is fostering healthy relationships. Fostering healthy relationships. All right. How many out there know that when you have good relationships, those relationships will go through the storm with you? You never had to be alone. And so we have so much that we want to talk about when it comes to fostering healthy relationships. But one of the questions that we want to throw at you today is this: are you a friend? Are you a friend? Because there are so many times when we want friendship, but we are not a friend. We are not a friend even to ourselves. You know, do you really take time out for you? Do you really care for you? Do you treat you like
So
you
in
would-
other words, what's your
But we are
relationship
not a
with
friend.
yourself?
Exactly. Do you have a relationship with yourself? All right. So before we can turn the camera on somebody else, how about let's just do introspection? It's about us for a change. All right. Are you a friend? I happen to know too many people that are not a friend, but they deem friendship and they pretend to be friends with others, but really and truly, they're not a friend. They're not a friend. So we're gonna have to talk about who is a friend. I want to encourage and implore someone out there on this morning that is listening to me. Be a friend to you. Be a friend to yourself. What does that look like? What does that really look like? It simply means that you take time for you. You spend time with you. And you may say, but how can I not spend time with myself? I'm talking about quality time. I'm talking about pampering you. I'm talking about treating you. Do you know there are a lot of people out there that don't treat themselves? You invite somebody else out to coffee, to tea, for a drink, but you'll never take you out. Huh? Turn the light on you for a change. Because just maybe, if you get yourself right, you'll be able to do right by somebody else. Just maybe, if you begin to treat yourself right, you will treat somebody else the right way. Don't forget the commandment that allows us to be selfish somewhat.
To love our neighbors as ourselves.
Love your neighbor as yourself.
But some of us don't know how to love ourselves well, so that's probably why we don't treat others well.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So we like to go about and we blame people for the way they treat us. Never take the time out to understand that that individual cannot do any better. They're doing the best they know how, because that is how they love themselves, and that is how they have treated themselves over the years. Do you know that there are people out there that genuinely don't like themselves? And that's a fact. Some people would rather to look like somebody else. They would prefer to talk like somebody else. They would prefer to born in a different country and born to different parents. But let me tell you something. Embrace who you are. Enhance the things that need change. Work on you. Be the best version of yourself. And then when somebody else comes along, if they can embrace who you are as an individual, then maybe that's not someone you want to forge a relationship with. Food for thought. Food for thought. We're going to take a quick commercial break and let you muse and that for a moment. Muse on you. And just maybe after the show, you might take yourself out to brunch. And as you begin to treat you just never know what possibilities lies ahead of you. Let's get to this commercial.
You're listening to God in the Raw Ministries live on Super Jams Radio, 103.7 FM. Are you or a loved one having immigration issues? Call S.J. McLean Law and schedule your consultation. Their number is 289-501-5942. Again, that number is 289-501-5942. They will effectively handle all of your immigration needs. Give them a call today at 289-501-5942. Operating in the United States and Canada. If your child is in need of tutoring, test preparation, assistance with school assignments and projects, Blooming Minds is here for you. Call them today at 561-412-5104 and schedule your session. Again, that number is 561-412-5104. You are guaranteed to see improvement in your child's education. You can also visit bloomingminds.net. Are you tired of those back and shoulder aches? Then visit Cutting Edge Physical Therapy and Wellness today. Their goal is to transform you not only physically but emotionally, and to empower you so that you can return to your normal activities that are most important to you. Give them a call at 561-619-8954. Again, that number is 561-619-8954.
Have you heard of Heaven's Jerk?
Yes, man. Did you know that heaven have one jerk out and catch up right side of the wall just for me? I tell you what they have.
Jerk mac and cheese, jerk chicken, jerk burgers, and let's not forget jerk lamb chops. 561-541-0457. 561-541-0457. Place your delivery order now.
Yes, man. All the angel a jerk them wings. Heaven's jerk.
Are you or a loved one having issues with immigration? Call S.J. McLean Law. At S.J. McLean Law, the principal attorney has successfully handled many court matters which resulted in asylum, protection under the Convention Against Torture, withholding of removal, and cancellation of removal for clients. Give them a call at 289-501-5942. Again, that number is 289-501-5942. S.J. McLean Law, resolving matters effectively.
All right.
And we're back.
All right. All righty. So, have you thought about what I was saying to you? The light is on you. For those of you that are just tuning in, you are live with God in the Raw Ministries. And it is that time of the morning to
Power up your
week. Don't change the dial. Don't change the dial. Invite your friends to get in this house already. Those of you on Facebook, like to love to share. And get your friends to get in this house already.
Get in here already.
Treat. All right.
Here we go. Say, if your hands are anointed, and if you're under the blood,
We miss you too, Rosemary. We miss you, girl.
Love you, Auntie Rosie.
your hands are anointed, and if your feet are anointed, and if you're under the blood, Lord God Almighty, give me a Holy Ghost shout. Say, if your hands are anointed, and if your feet are anointed.
All right. I pray your feet and your hands are anointed, okay? So listen. Back at you. Okay? Fostering healthy relationships. All right? And I know those of you that are in the kitchen or on your way to church or whatever it is you're doing, you just get ready to bounce to all of that. But sometimes there are more important things to talk about, okay? So let's get into the heart of it. You first.
Okay, me first.
Begin to love on you. Begin to love on you. Begin to enjoy your own company. Love yourself. Treat yourself. So that you can begin to foster healthy relationships. Understand that I did not just say relationships, but underline the word healthy.
Healthy. Bolded. Okay. Where are you, Daddy? Where are you, Daddy? Bolded.
All right. So, with that being said, we're going to delve into some matters of the heart on today. And for those of you that are listening and you would like to call in and share, the number to call us here in studio today is 561-819-6255. Again, that number is 561-819-6255. Okay. So you might be saying, I have done my best with me. I have loved me. I have taken care of me. I have treated me from time to time. I love every inch of me. Now here's another question for you then. Do you have a friend? Well, do you have a friend? Here's another one. Do you need a friend? There are so many people out there, Cass, who literally believe to themselves that they don't need anybody else.
I know that. I've come across a few people like that.
Okay. You can't be selfish. You can't think. It's an idiotic mindset to really think that you don't need anybody else but you. Because when God created man, he said it is not good that man should be alone. Hence, God created a helpmate, an equal, someone with whom Adam could communicate with. someone that he could rely on. Ride hard, die hard. Because when she gave him the fruit, he ate. And he knew that God told them not to. But he said, girl, if you're going to die, I'm going to die with you. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. So God has also created for you and for me someone with whom we can rely on. Someone with whom we can trust. Someone that will care for us and love us unconditionally. Do you have a friend? Do you need a friend?
I think we all do need a friend.
Everybody needs somebody.
But unfortunately, we don't all have a friend.
Unfortunately, not everybody have a friend. Okay, well, let's see what this caller have to say about it. Good morning, caller. You are live with God in the Raw Ministries. Power up your week and what's on your mind.
Good morning. This is Andre from Orlando.
Big up yourself, Orlando.
Good morning, Orlando. Good morning, Andre.
I just had to call because I am blown away by the topic for today, because this was exactly what I shared yesterday.
Wow.
The message was the foundations of friendship. And I'm almost wondering if you were listening on what I was saying.
No, we weren't.
I wish I was on.
Talk about people that have this mindset that all I need is Jesus. All I know with Christ my Lord. And I was, and it's almost like the Spirit was just saying to me, like, the reason why you can only tell him of your trouble is because you don't have nobody else. You don't have no friends. And we don't invest in relationships. And it was centered around Job's 3 friends and how he had some real ones that were willing to sit with him in the dirt, in the ashes. And I said, my God, if you don't have people like that in your life, anybody can ride with you when things are going smoothly.
Wow.
But people that will come down and they don't mind getting dirty because you're in the mud. And they don't change upon you when you're in that time of adversity.
True.
And the sad thing, let me keep it short. The sad thing is that many other times the people that we're rolling with, we don't know that they are not the ashes kind of friends until the day adversity comes.
That's right.
And then when you survey the land, you say, oh, okay. Then you realize that, oh, it's not like that.
But listen. I know you said that you're trying to keep it short, but I want you to stay on with us a little bit, because then if you taught on this yesterday or preached on this yesterday, then I'm sure you have a whole lot to say. Because listen to what literally jumped out at me. Have anybody thought of the fact that Adam knew that Eve had already corrupted herself, and that she would have been thrust out of the garden, because God had warned them that the day that you eat of this fruit, you will surely die.
He knew it.
So I'm wondering, because I love Michael Bolton, when a man loves a woman. All right? Okay, so he'll do anything. So my thing is, did he just like, oh my God, let me just go ahead and eat this fruit? It's called ride hard, die hard.
Wow.
And so I looked at it as I literally just let this thought marinate, fostering healthy relationship. Because anybody can have a relationship, Andre. Is it a healthy one?
Boom. That part.
Yes. Is it a healthy relationship? There are some relationships that I do believe that some of us have that we need to literally extricate ourselves from,
Yes.
because it is unhealthy.
Very
Yes.
much so.
And we know that for a fact. Some of us know that for a fact. If every time that individual comes around you, you feel like you're about to get a panic attack, you feel as though
You're drained.
your blood pressure is about to go through the roof. They're sucking
You're
the very
making poor
life
decisions
from you.
You're making poor decisions constantly. Something is wrong with that
That
influence.
is not a healthy relationship.
Something is wrong with that influence.
Wow. For those of you that are just joining us, you are live with God,
in the Raw Ministries.
Power up your week. I am your host, Prophetess Dr. Charmaine Gilpert, co-hosting studio this morning, Minister Cass.
Hey, y'all, hey, y'all, hey.
And yours truly on the line, Minister Andre from Orlando. All right. So, do you need a friend? Andre, we believe that everybody needs to have a
Everybody
friend.
needs a friend.
Yes. Yes.
There is no one so awesome by themselves that they need nobody else. And
That's good.
and the sad part about it is that we have so many people that uses people. People friend people for different reasons.
True.
Not realizing that you should allow people to come into your personal space and call them friend when the both of you share the same kind of mindset. You think
Yeah.
the same. You like the same things, and you should never choose someone to be your friend that you cannot trust to tell you the truth, the hardcore truth.
Yeah.
You know, as you mentioned about Job, Andre, when his friends got there, they told him the truth from their perspective of what was going on. What they said to him was, you must have wronged God. You must have done something, because there is no reason for you to be going through all this hardship when you have been faithful to God. Think about it. I don't want a friend that is just going to come and cushion me in my wrong. I want the kind of friend that is going to let me know, Charmaine, you were wrong.
And so to kind of like make a little bit of a correction, or maybe just my personal perspective, I don't think that friends have to necessarily have the same thought processes or the same mindset, but I think that friends should be able to respect one another's perspective and come with one another with truth.
But
Come to one another with truth, rather.
and you're absolutely right, but that's just having the same mindset to say, you know what, I don't have to
There should be
believe what
there should be
Cassandra
some mutual
believe.
values, like shared values. But thinking the same way is not necessarily, in my opinion, necessary, because sometimes a different perspective can help to shape yours.
Well, see, what you're just saying is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, oh, you're thinking black phone and the other person's thinking red phone, and everybody need to be thinking black phone. That's not what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm the same thing that you just the sentiments you just echoed is what I'm talking about.
Okay,
because
okay.
if you have that mindset and I have that same mindset, then I'm going to respect you when you come from a different angle.
Okay.
What say you about that, Andre?
No, I agree. I understand what Minister Cassandra is saying, because differences will arise, but I think that the similar values matter, because if not, then it's even more possible that you will have more differences and misunderstanding, because you're seeing things differently, and that misunderstanding, that disagreement will create a lot of friction. But I wanted to also say on what Pastor was saying before, that the transactional nature of a lot of our friendships is something that we don't even realize. In other words, a lot of times the way you can lose a friend by saying no.
That is so true.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Honestly, sometimes I test my friends, by purposefully saying no. Because you have to understand that if friendship is solely based on what you can do for me and what I can do for you,
That's not a healthy friendship.
Because there will be a time when you can't do for them.
Facts.
And if you won't show up because I can't do for you, then it means the connection it wasn't from a genuine
wasn't genuine to begin with.
And
Right.
I'm in agreement with that. I echo that sentiment. Okay, so Charmaine, welcome. Welcome.
Good morning, Charmaine.
Welcome. And just put where you're tuning in from on this morning, or what state, what country,
What
go ahead
city.
tag that to us this morning, all right? But she's saying a true friend must always be honest with each other. And
That's a key point right there.
And I do believe that 100%. There are some people out there, Andre, that are honest and welcome, Prophet Peter.
Hey there, Peter.
Welcome, co-host Peter.
Hey there, Peter.
Peter is in the house, y'all. Okay, so what was I saying again?
We were talking about Charmaine's comment about true friends being honest.
Being honest with each other, and that is something you cannot foster a healthy relationship without honesty. Totally impossible. All right. So here's another question for us. Do you have the right attitude to forge a lasting relationship? Do you? Because some people are looking for friendship. Here is the question. Do you have the right attitude to forge a lasting relationship? Because some people are looking for a temporary relationship. Just like
Right.
Andre said, some people are looking for a relationship just for tomorrow. Can you take me here? Can you do this for me? And once that is accomplished, they no longer need you.
Wow.
Welcome, Tawana. Welcome in the house.
Welcome, Anawati from Lagos.
Oh my goodness. So at the end of the day, these are the questions. For those of you that are out there and you would like to call in and dialogue with us on today about forging healthy relationships, the number to call is 561-819-6255. Again, that number is 561-819-6255. All right. And for those of you that are just joining us, you are live with God in the Raw Ministries. And it is that time of the morning to power up your week. I'm your host, Prophetess Dr. Shaminga Perry, co-host in studio on this morning, Minister Cass. And
Hey.
Good morning, America. Good morning.
All right. So, on a serious note, do you have the right attitude to forge a lasting relationship?
That right there is just that. Listen, bolded, italicized. Do you have the right attitude to forge a lasting relationship? Somebody just shout bolded.
Bolded. So, what do you have to say about that, Peter? Do you believe? Go ahead.
Go on and tell us what that attitudinal got to do with forging long-lasting relationships.
No, go ahead and say what you're saying. I want to hear the question.
No. Like,
Do you have the right attitude to forge a lasting relationship?
I do.
but on a serious note, have you come across people that literally does not have the right attitude
All the time.
to create stick-to-itiveness in a relationship?
Are we just talking about love relationships? Like, are we
All
talking about
relationships.
Universal relationships.
Oh, well, all the time. Because you have to understand that everyone goes into relationships, and when we're talking about relationships, we're talking about friendships, not just, boyfriend, girlfriend, marital relationships. Everyone goes into relationships with their own mindset. They go into these friendships with their own ideas. And most people desires friends, but they're not your friend. and they have high expectations of you, but they plan to do nothing in return. And so it's like, when I call, you're supposed to answer the phone. When I ask you for a ride, you shouldn't tell me no. But when it's my turn, when it's your turn for me to serve you, just know that I'm not going to be there. And I'm like, I've had friends where I would spend my bottom dollar.
You mean so-called friends?
So-called. I would spend my last dollar on them to make sure we eat if we're out or get something to drink. And, you know, this was when I was much younger. If I didn't have any money on me and I'm like, listen, man, I'm thirsty or I'm hungry, let's grab something to eat. I would
This
hear.
sound like high school.
I would hear, well, I'm not gonna swipe my card for $1, or I'm not gonna use my last $5 to get you something to drink. And that let me know immediately that you are not genuinely my friend. And it's not. And sometimes it's not even so much that they're not your friend. They just don't have the perfect attitude for friendship. They're mean and they're selfish and they don't even know it. And sometimes it you know, my sentiment says it all starts from home. You know, sometimes it's really just how you were raised. If you had to live your life, whether with siblings or your parents, and you realize that you had to hog everything that you had, you grow up and you still gonna be a hog. And if you're pretty and you're cute, you're just gonna be a beautiful hog. Hog with pearls, hog with diamonds,
Handsome hog.
handsome hogs. I mean, listen.
Well, the Bible says, you know, the Bible
Jay
says,
McKenzie says, I have friends like those.
Dump them,
God.
flush them down the toilet.
Listen, can I tell you what the Bible says about that, Peter? The Bible
Casting
says,
your pearls.
you should not cast your pearls
Before
before
swines.
swines.
That's it.
Because what the swine is going to do to your pearl.
Muddy your pearls.
Oh,
Trample on your pearls.
And doesn't matter how many times you take out your pearl and clean your pearl, you put it back before the swine, the same thing is going to happen.
I just want to know if Andre's still on the line.
Of course
No,
it is.
Andre's still here. And I used to take it personal until I started realizing that
They can't help themselves.
they can't help themselves. And the truth of the matter is, everybody's not whole.
Facts.
Because
Everyone is not whole.
Facts.
And mental health is a serious thing.
Blam.
And half of our so-called friends and half of our family members need to be evaluated, because I'm telling you, some of us ain't too right in the headspace.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Radio Land. Listen, we're gonna love you and leave you. You're gonna have to move on over to Facebook or YouTube if you want to catch a little bit more. I promise you, though, Radio Land, we won't go too far. Leave you.
We ain't gonna overtalk y'all guys. We just gonna share with them the after segment.
Yes. So Radio Land, until next week, same time, same place. Keep it locked. All right. We love you. Be safe out there.
Come on, do it right.
Don't go nowhere, Andre. Coming back.
Pour it out before him. Come on, I dare you to pour it out before him. Come on. Come on. Lay it at his feet tonight. Lay it at his feet. 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 Pour it out tonight. Pour it out tonight. Pour it out tonight.
All right, lay your problem at his feet. Whatever he's doing, whatever you're requesting of him, just lay it down and leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it there. Why won't you leave your burden there? All right, Peter, your mic sounds funny.
I don't know what happened to my mic. Fix it, Lord.
Okay, but on a serious note, you know, what you just said is key. You know, if you were raised a particular way, more than likely, you're going to deport yourself accordingly.
Pretty much.
So,
Hello, 1, 2.
you know, oh man. I was told though. I was learned. I was taught. Right?
That's it, Tamiko. Same sentiment.
I was taught that behaviors are learned and they can be unlearned. So I hope that those that are listening to us, that you can take introspection of yourself and make the necessary adjustment.
Yeah.
There are some things that we just have to rid ourselves of because it is unhealthy.
That's true.
For a progressive relationship. Let me hear what Dr. McKinney is saying. She said, and don't forget, people, please, just tag your state. Tag your city,
your country,
please.
wherever you're tuning in from.
It's
we
very
want
important.
To know,
it's very important to us. So
we want to know.
Please.
Can I say this really quick? Ooh, this mic.
I don't know what's going on with your mic. Okay, so
I just want to say this really
right.
quick.
Okay.
So, see, I'm one of those friends that I heard this voice note on Instagram that says this lady was talking to her dog and she said, "I didn't bring you into this world, but I brought you into this house, and you are gonna let me love you." So, that's the kind of friend that I am. Like, I'm gonna let you know that, listen, I'm gonna be there for you, and even if you're trying to push me away, I'm going to be there for you. But trust me, it don't always pay.
Oh Lord.
It don't always pay. Sometimes that account get in a negative so bad, God have mercy.
I hear you.
So you're about to read what Dr. McKinney was saying.
Yes. And she's saying one thing that came from the message yesterday is that there is no bad friend. By definition, a friend is good. You're absolutely right. So do we have friends or not? I am a friend.
Am I a friend?
Am I a friend or
that
not?
right there is so key.
Boom.
That is so key.
Mic drop.
Stop.
Yes.
That is so key.
So that reminds me, Dr. McKinney, of a message
So
I heard.
it seems like a lot of us are wrongly placed, wrongly titled.
Listen, and we don't always speak correctly.
Lord,
all right.
help us.
So a message Apostle preached. The message was entitled,
Friend of Zion.
"Who is a neighbor?"
Oh, I thought you were saying.
No,
Friend of
who
Zion.
is my neighbor?
Okay.
And so really and truly, there is no such thing as a bad neighbor.
She's right.
So you're absolutely right. You're on the money. Because a neighbor is someone that shows kindness when kindness is needed. A neighbor is someone who helps when help is needed. So your neighbor is not necessarily the person that lives next door.
Here's my little piece of advice. Here's my little nugget. You want to know how to choose a friend? Find you somebody that's a universal friend. Find you somebody that's kind to all persons from all walks of life with no strings attached just because they can be. And that's how you know if the person is real inside and out, because sometimes we think, oh, this person is my friend because they're loyal to me, but are you good to people just in general?
Are you a nice person?
Are you a good person? Are you nice to everyone that you can be nice to just because you can? That's how you'll know if people are just going to be vested in you based on what you have, or what is this thing that people do now? Shared hatred. And then because you have shared hatred or shared dislikes for one thing or someone, that's how you develop your friendship.
Sad.
On toxicity. That's ridiculous.
Sad. Andre, Andre, you want to chime in on that?
Only important instructions will be announced.
Whatever it is you're doing. Andre, you there? Okay, maybe Andre's not there, but Tamika says,
I felt that too when I read her comment.
Yeah, Tamika says, it takes too much out of me when it comes to friendship because I give more than I receive.
I hear you. T.
Good afternoon, caller. You're live with God
in the Raw Ministries. Power up your week.
Andre? Hello? Okay, so what's going on?
I don't know, but that caller will call back. That's fine.
Okay, so
we have Sylvina tuning in from West Palm Beach, from the good old Sunshine State right here in Florida. Big up yourself, Sylvina, and thank you for tuning in with God in the Raw.
All right.
Jay McKenzie says, For me, the friendship has to be built on the same principles because people will drain you financially, physically, and emotionally. And I just want to say, people will drain you if you allow them. Even in our friendships, our so-called friendships, or whatever kind of relations we got going on, if you don't set up boundaries, baby,
It's true.
you're gonna be an empty sack.
Listen,
Just walking around here draining in all areas, emotions, finances, what else?
like you said, all the areas.
The physicals, because some of us
Spiritual.
are spirituals.
God said, leave it alone.
Listen. Tamika
She
says
said it affects me emotionally.
emotionally.
Can I tell you that I feel you?
I feel that, Tamika.
I'm like all the way over here. I don't know where you are at this moment, but I feel what you're saying. Like I feel you this morning.
Yes.
God.
Yeah, it's real. It's real.
Some
It's
bad
real.
experiences that we have in friendships can really create such trauma that people don't understand. Trust is a big thing, you know. Trust
Well, that's what Charmaine.
is a big factor.
Charmaine
Honesty. She talked
says
about honesty.
Honesty. You understand me? And people don't understand how we are the worst, the lethal weapon that exists on planet Earth. We are more powerful than nuclear bombs. Because when you cripple somebody's mind, when you have sucked the very life and have scarred somebody's soul,
That's tough.
listen, man.
And I think that sometimes I'm glad that you began the topic with introspection, because I find that I've found that some persons require too much of others without having the capacity to offer the same thing that you're desirous of. Like, how can you desire
it's called
something?
selfishness. I'm gonna go look for Andre.
How do you
I'm
just?
gonna go find Andre and get Andre back.
I can't stand
Good
you.
afternoon, caller.
No,
You're
but how
live
can
with
you
God
be
in the
just-
Raw Ministries.
Oh, we have a caller.
Hello.
You have a caller.
Yes. Hello. But for some reason, I'm not able to connect. I don't know what's going on.
It's okay. The caller. will
Okay,
call.
call. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with the line. I'm not able to connect to you.
Okay.
So, from a serious, I don't know what's happening. Not able to pick up the calls, but oh man, but we're gonna fix the line. You see, the devil is a liar. He does not want the relationships healed. He does not want our emotions healed. All right. He does not want for us to get rid of the toxicity. My tongue. All right. He don't want us to be free from all these corrosions of the mind. But
we gonna get there one way or another.
One way or another, you got to decree it. You have to declare it. That your life will change. My God, man, people want friends, and again, McKinney just knows she put a monkey wrench in everything right there, because she just went ahead and summed that whole thing up. She shut it down.
She took a saw to it, baby, and she just sawed it for you.
Yes, she did.
It's
yes,
either
she
you're a
did.
friend or you're not. There's no gray area.
So I want to say to Mackenzie and to Tamika, those people are not your friend, because you said you have friends like those. No, you have associates like those. People you associate with, but they can't be your friend.
True friends are a rare commodity, just like true love.
Okay.
I think.
All right. So, again, don't forget to tag us to where you're tuning in from. All right. Charmaine said, "A friend love it at all times." Oh my God, is that a fact? Even when they're hurt, even when you hurt your friend, because friend can hurt friend,
True.
But listen, man, your friendship is going to soar above all the storms
If you
that
want
the
it.
enemy has launched at that friendship.
If you want it.
Well, listen, if
because
it
I
is-
feel like friendship is just as similar as marriage. Everything is a choice. If I step on your toe, but I realize that I stepped on your toe and I care for your feelings, I'm gonna say, girl, I stepped on your toe last night. I realized how uncomfortable that made you. It made me feel bad, equally as bad or even more, worse than you could ever imagine, as I laid in my bed and reflected how I was intentional about stepping on your toe. But forgive me, because I'm only human, which means I'm flawed and I have shortcomings, but I'm taking the initiative to acknowledge that I hurt you.
Yes.
And I want you to
And
know
that is
that you
that
might
is
not,
paramount.
you might not be able to
Hold on,
forgive me
Cass.
right now for stepping on your toe, but I'm gonna be better.
Yes. Good afternoon, caller. You're live with God in the Raw Ministries. Can you hear me?
I don't think the caller can hear.
Hello.
Father, heal these lines in Yeshua's name. Amen.
Okay.
That's it.
But it was working.
That's it.
Wow. Okay. Sorry,
But
caller. If
I-
you can hear me, we can't hear you.
I think one of the key points that we highlighted from one of our writers earlier was honesty. Because not because someone is a friend means that they're perfect, but that honesty, like the example that I just gave, if you were wrong, be willing to say that you were wrong. You hurt your friend and you love your friend, you care for your friend, then let them know that you did hurt them, but you want to be intentional on patching things over.
Right.
Don't just be out here using and abusing and offending without cause, and offending without remorse or reparation. Like, are you serious?
Okay. So what I would love for you to do, I would love to spend a little bit more time with my Facebook family and YouTube family. So if you have your personal encounter that you just want to dialogue about, because what I'm gonna shut down my tablet right there, because I'm trying not to get into too much.
Yeah.
So
To be
that
continued,
our
y'all.
radio listeners,
But for the after
will
show
miss so
segment,
much.
you just
But-
want to
right.
to dialogue a little bit more.
Exactly. So McKinney is saying now, to be honest, she said, I have struggled with friendship for years. She said, it just seems one-sided most times. One-sided most times. Even when some seems to care. Okay.
You're
Just
still
right
right
now.
there.
Even some seems to care. It just tells me your troubles. Okay.
Okay, hold
It
up.
just tell me it's a typo. Just tell me your troubles, but my life is perfect. That's the first sign of dishonesty for me. I have a few real ones though, and that's a fact. Listen, I'm a counselor, so I hear complaints from people all the time about trying to forge
I
relationships.
get it. No. Even I kind of want to highlight what I think Dr. McKinney is saying.
Okay, go ahead.
It's like those people that come into your space that want to hear what's going on with you. They want to hear you.
That's exactly
tell
what I
them
was gonna say.
what your troubles are, but everything is good on their end.
Yes.
So they want you to pour into them your sorrow, so they can have like this bank of information concerning your life. But everything on their end is perfect, and they never have anything to relate.
So they have
to.
everything
I
on you,
can't
and you have absolutely nothing on them.
I can't take people like that.
Listen, man, that's not a friend, because everybody have a little trouble here and there.
And here's my advice. When you embark upon individuals like that, be a friend to yourself. We got to know how to be a friend to ourselves by addressing the unspoken thing. When you recognize what's going on, say, well, hey Charmaine, I realize that I'm always just pouring into you and telling you what's up with me.
Yeah.
What's up with you? Like, what's up with that? Is it that you don't find me relatable, or the things that I talk about? Is it that you don't trust me? Like, what's up?
So you're saying call them out on it.
Dissect that thing, or if you don't have the tolerance to dissect it, because some people don't have the energy to dissect things like that. Some people don't have the capacity.
Some people
or
are
the
not as
energy.
bold.
Hold up. Some people don't have the energy or the capacity to have hard conversation, or to really just confront the situation, or to be assertive enough to just bring it up. Then just sever it.
Yeah.
Just
because
sever it.
it's going to become
If it's-
unhealthy for you.
You hear what the people tell you when you get on the airplane? before you reach over to help your newborn, before you reach over to help your neighbor, put your face mask on first. How can you help me breathe if you ain't breathing?
You're right, Cass. You're right, Cass. And I can see that this hit
yes.
home for you.
Because I know what it's like to be a friend, honey. I've been a friend since I was born.
I know.
But do you get it in return?
Girl,
Yikes.
that's a problem. That's a problem. Let's hear what Miller Moy had to say about you. She said, my take is one cannot be a true friend if they don't have the capacity.
You come here, Malamoy. Just let me kiss you through the TV.
Yeah.
Just let me kiss you through the monitor.
Listen,
if you don't have the capacity to be truthful and trustworthy, boom.
She said it's hurtful to put your full trust in someone only to find the lack loyalty. People like myself have trust issues since I've found out a lot of.
Can you click see more for us?
Click on see more there, Jermaine.
A lot of seemingly sound-minded people who flocked towards me were not genuine. If I love, I love hard, but once allowed me to have distrust in you, you will stay away. I see.
Okay. So and so now let me explain this to you. I'm going to say this. So I spoke to an individual a few months ago, and this individual has what you call a real bona fide friend to this individual. But the individual would confided in me to say, would you believe that my bona fide friend shared a valued information with a friend,
a mutual friend,
okay, that should have never taken place, because the bona fide knew that she wanted no one to know about that situation, and she was able to get a phone call from somebody else to say, your bona fide is not your bona fide. How do I happen to know this? But listen, I'm saying something to Melamoy. You hear what that individual said to me? The individual said to me, I have not gone back to that individual that I called bona fide to say, hey, so I come to find out that you spill my beans. This individual said, now what I have done, I have put up a line. This individual said, hold on.
She created a boundary.
Yes, okay. The individual said, I mark you, and I realize now you can't be my bona fide. That I have severed, but I will still continue to revere you. I will still continue
be a friend,
to talk to you, and you will always have a friend in me, but I will never allow myself to think that you can be a friend to me. That is powerful. And that takes a whole lot of person.
That takes maturity.
Yes.
And I think it takes knowing oneself and also acknowledging that people are flawed. Because here's my thing with this.
People are imperfect.
Here's this thing with this friendship thing. We require so much of others, yet we ourselves are flawed.
True.
We have people who we have offended. We have people who we have let down, and we want to be forgiven, and we still want to be revered. But the minute somebody scratch you, the minute somebody graze you, you have lost total reverence. You have lost total. You have nothing.
You're totally erased.
You have nothing named Grace about you. But let your hand be caught in the cookie jar. You swear up and down how, oh my God, it was just a mistake. Which sometimes it's a mistake. But all I'm saying is it takes a lot of maturity.
Give somebody else the same grace.
Be able to give the grace that you desire. That's all I'm saying.
It's perfect.
That's all I'm saying.
And I agree, Cass.
Not because somebody makes a mistake or makes a blunder means they're no longer a friend. It means that they are human. It means that they are flawed. It means that they are imperfect. And the question is, if you yourself recognize that me, Cassandra, I'm not perfect, then it allows you to see others with grace. But if you think of yourself as high and perfect and the best thing that God ever made, you won't be gracious unto others. And believe me, I get the spectrum that there are some things that may be unforgivable or some things that really hurt to the core and it may take time to heal. I'm aware of all of that stuff. All I'm saying is level the playing field.
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Find some balance. Do like the word say, and love thy neighbor as thyself. You want grace, give grace. You want a friend, be a friend.
Because listen, the Lord said he will be merciful to those that are merciful. But what the point I'm trying to make here is that I respect that individual that spoke to me, because
they're a big person. That's big.
That person could have cut that person off at the knee. But they realized that, okay, so now that you have shown to me that you can't hold water, then I won't pour water into you.
Because can I say something?
You know
that there are friends that recognize their friends' weaknesses and don't use it against them.
And that's why I'm saying, that's why this is so big of this individual.
Like I have one blood brother, right? And he will be my brother until he die. If he does something that I don't like, that's still my brother. And you have people like that in life where, okay, if you forge a friendship and someone offends you, you recognize, but you're still my friend. Mm-hmm. You're still able to regard the person as your friend because you love them and you recognize that they're human, and because they're human, they're not perfect.
True. Fact. And you'll forgive your sibling, but you won't forgive somebody else. So something is wrong with that. So we have to examine ourselves. People, let us examine ourselves. And at the end of the day, we have to stand before a just God.
Let's see what Amoy said. She sent another.
A God who expect us to treat others like we want to be treated, and a God that is forgiving. But you have to know who you call friend.
Yeah, let's see what our people.
Everybody is not your friend, and everybody cannot be your friend. And when people prove to you that they are not your friend, don't hate them.
Just accept the
fact that this individual is not capable of being my friend, but I will still be cordial towards you. I will still revere you because you're a person. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't, because the person cannot be a friend to you, does not make the person a bad person.
Because sometimes they can't be a friend to you because they're not a friend to themselves. They don't know how.
You know?
They don't know how.
And sometimes they can be a friend to somebody else and not you.
Trauma is real.
Okay.
Let's see. Charmaine said, once you place God in the midst of the friendship, friends can battle any storm together. I have a friendship like that. I have a friendship like that has been severed on more than one account, but God just sees.
Find a way of bringing you back together.
He finds a way to get me right back to my sister, who he knows I need her and she needs me. God is amazing. I'm not even going to say much more about that. Let's see what Amoy is saying.
Because you're getting teary-eyed.
She said, repeatedly though, I've been forgiving and emboldened over time, but true character shaking my head.
All right, and so
I hear you.
Yes,
I hear you.
And so what that does though, Amoy, you realize that some individual cannot be a friend to you. Mm-hmm. So hence you have to seek new ways of forging new healthy relationships.
Yeah,
it's out there.
And I think it also does it.
And sometimes the people that will be true to us are not the people we want to be our friends. Some of the people we want to be our friends can't be our friends. They are incapable of being our friends.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's not what we want to accept though. We want what we want when we want it. Unfortunately, some people are not good for us. Some people are not good to be in your everyday space.
And it's okay to accept that and keep it moving.
And some people are not good for you to tell your business to. You have to believe that. You have to receive that. Charmaine said, I have placed boundaries on friends because friends continue to let me down. I forgave the friend for letting me down. However, the boundaries are still, and that's what I'm talking about. Put up those boundaries so that that person cannot hurt you.
Boundaries are necessary because can I just tell you, a lot of times why we get let down is because we go into these friendships, we go into these relationships with these expectations that are ridiculous.
Welcome, Javal.
Some of our expectations of people are too high, and that's just it.
True.
If we see people as people and recognize that I am equally flawed, I might have a different area where I'm flawed and that person be flawed in a different area. Stop feeling like people are perfect and they're always going to hold you down and this person is going to be a ride or die. Or if I tell you this, you're not going to tell anybody. Every friend have a friend. Sometimes you're my friend and Jerry is you're my friend. but Jerry are for your friend.
Yes.
And if I tell you my business, you are gonna tell for your friend.
Not necessarily.
Not all friendships are like that, but I'm just
Okay.
saying we have to recognize that where's a possibility? Where's the the expectation that people aren't perfect.
Yeah, because Cass, okay.
I think our society has shaped our mind to see people as perfect, and we want perfection, and we can't offer it.
Yeah.
That thing blows my mind all the time.
Then that's what it
How
is.
do we want perfection and we can't offer it?
Because we are imperfect. We are imperfect set of people, and we have to understand that we are spirit, we are soul, and we are flesh. And the flesh does not want what the spirit wants. The spirit wants to be genuine. The spirit wants to be 100% real. But then the flesh is fighting. The flesh wants you to out people, and you have to resist that. And listen, man, it's a battle.
That's why.
But I want to say,
that's why
for as
I'm
much
glad
as
you
I
started
for
this
as
thing
much
with introspection.
yes, for as much as I love you,
with us.
for as much as I love you, Cass, and I trust you, and I know that I can tell you anything and it would not cross the borders of your lips. There are things that people have confided in me that I wouldn't dare to confide in you about.
And I understand that.
You see what I'm saying? Out of loyalty.
And not just that, as a practicing counselor.
But I'm not even talking about. I'm not even talking about on a counseling basis now, because that is taboo right there. You see what I'm saying? I'm just talking about even just in mere friendship, or I may just happen to know something about someone, and I would not want you to see that person in that light.
And can I say something too? I think that some of the things that comes as disappointments to us in certain friendships are lessons learned. I think that we have to recognize the bigger picture and realize that everything wasn't made to be perfect.
And not only that, if somebody did not wrong you, you would not know what it is to be wronged. You see what I'm trying to say?
And you wouldn't know how to be.
How to choose.
And you wouldn't know how to in turn be a friend to you and know when to say enough is enough.
True.
And that's why I'm so passionate about this topic, because I feel like
because you have been there.
I have been there and I'm still there. And I also feel like society plays a large role. Mass media and the things that we feed our spirits and the things that we read, the things that we watch, has a lot to do with the people that we hang with, have a lot to do with our perception of people and our perception of oneself. If we take ourselves too seriously, we'll be critical of others.
And facts.
And some of us
if you don't trust yourself, you won't trust others.
Some of us thrive on being critical of others.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't get it.
I agree.
But anyway.
But Jermaine, can you just scroll back up? There's a couple of comments I want to get real quick before I read these. I see you, Tawana, and I'm gonna read yours. I see you, Sylvina. Okay, I think Melamoy said, I try to be open to one in need.
But I don't expect
I can't see the curses there. So
she said she tries to be open to people in need, but she doesn't expect a thing.
Okay.
I hear that.
Okay.
I hear that.
All right. So, you know.
She's also saying that I've learned though, and it is well. And that's good.
Yes.
That's
good. Lessons learned. All right. Okay. So now Tawana says, Mommy used to say while I was growing up, you don't need friends. Friends will dig a hole and put you in. Oh my God. I learned the hard way, but that never left me because of that, I love myself. I enjoy being alone. I am not big on the word friend. My aunties.
And see more from me, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
And my
aunties and my mom
are my friends.
Okay, are my friends, and some of my closest friends now. 2 people consider themselves my family.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me say this, Tawana. The bottom line is, well, you still find friendship in your family.
Yeah.
You have friends. You know, whether it be your mom, whether it be your aunties, you have friends. And not all people that are not related to you will dig a hole and bury you. There's some real genuine people out there. But you see, when you have been hurt, like Amoy is saying now, like Cass is saying now, when you have been hurt and when your trust have been shattered,
trauma is real.
Listen, let me tell you something. It is hard to let people in. It is hard to let people in. Because there are some of us that are just genuinely lovers of people. I love people.
Same.
And because of that,
And I'm not.
I
I'm not
can
ashamed of it.
easily be hurt.
And I'm not ashamed of it either.
And I will not change.
I'm not ashamed
I
of
am
it.
going to be a lover of people until the day I die. Simple as that. All right?
Let's see what Sylvina
said, we have to recognize that some people have weaknesses, and that is why some people need to be on a need to know basis. Fact. If you know your friend have a weakness in keeping intimate conversations,
Go
scroll
down
up.
for us.
Jerry? Okay.
Just don't tell that friend. Okay.
And that's my sentiments right there, Sylvina. Know the people around you, study the people around you, Millamoy, and treat them accordingly. Now you know there are certain people you don't want to have certain conversation with. There are some people that all you need to do is to say, "Hi, how are you? I haven't seen you in such a long time. Are you doing well?" "Oh yes, I'm doing well. Wonderful. It was so good to see you today." Keep it moving. Get out of Abu Dhabi. You understand? That is all that you need.
That is your favorite tagline. I love it. though.
Listen,
Get out of Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
I gotta take you there so you can actually say
I'm
it
telling you.
while you're there.
You know. So that's and because Tawana mom said that to her because she have been burnt.
But like Dr. McKinney highlighted, those aren't
Those aren't friends.
Those aren't friends.
Yeah, but
We
you have
got
to, but you
we
have to
got
understand that at some point somebody thought those people were friends.
Boom.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So guys, next week, same time, same place. To be continued.
We enjoyed this after segment
Yes.
show dialogue with you
Yes.
guys, and we just want to thank you for participating. Melamoy, mwah, Tawana, mwah, Sylvina,
Love you guys.
mwah,
All of you.
Charmaine, mwah, big up yourself.
McKinney,
Dr. McKinney, mwah.
Marvin,
Movine, all of you.
Movine.
I'm just talking about our people that would dialogue
Javal.
with us right here consistently.
Yes.
And big up yourself, Javal, out of Jamaica.
All right.
Thank y'all.
See you all next week. Don't miss it. There's so much more to uncover, unravel. But like we said, even though McKinney put a saw through it, they're not a friend. Okay, Paulette, I see you.
That's Patria.
Patria. Okay, good morning, beautiful people. This is a
Huge
topic. We always think people are gonna behave
as the same as
us. It's not a fact.
That right there deserves
because
bolded.
Yeah, because to the pure, Patria, all things are pure. But until next week, same time, to be continued. We love you guys.